everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bronson's Soapbox, and today I want to talk about consoles, PCs, and how the line between them gets blurrier and hazier every single day. Um, because with the news of the PlayStation 4K or 4.5 or whatever it is, the rumors flying around about that I'm sure you've heard by the time you've listened to this, and the rumors of Xbox upgrading hardware, that means it'll be barely 3 years before we're getting an upgrade to the PlayStation and to the Xbox One. And that's not a big amount of time. That's barely the time that, some people don't even have to upgrade video cards in that amount of time to play games that look better than their console counterpart. And it got me thinking more about the state of consoles and how they're starting to become basically just cheap PCs. And on the other end of that, how PCs have inherited a lot of the advantages that consoles once had. Because back in the last generation, the seventh generation of consoles, and before that, the sixth, and pretty much all the way from the Super Nintendo to this generation, there's a very strong line between this is what PC gaming is, this is what console gaming is. PCs had the advantage of being far more technologically advanced. They can run MMORPGs correctly. You look at a game like Half-Life 2, which came out in 2004. Look at console games that came out in 2004, and then compare it to Half-Life 2. It's a world of difference. Same with like Doom 3 and Unreal Tournament. Like they somehow managed to get that game to run on an original Xbox, which is astounding, even though it kind of looks like crap. Same goes for Half-Life. But you look at the difference between the two, it's like night and day. And then PC, obviously, you have certain genres where it's more at home on a PC because of the keyboard and mouse controls. Outside of Halo and a couple of others, shooters on a console is a joke. It was a joke. It was like Halo, the games Rare made. You could argue for Turok, but not really. And then you wouldn't even bother with a console shooter. On the other side of that, I couldn't tell you a fighting game that came out on the PC. I couldn't tell you one. I wouldn't know. All of them came out on console. So you had certain genres, and then you had the certain advantages of each. Like I said, PC, you can upgrade your hardware anytime. You had the tech advantage. You had games that looked better and were more advanced for their time. But on the console side of things, you had generally an easy-to-use box. You plug it in, you pop your cartridge in, you put your CD in, and you go. You're ready to go. You're in the game in anywhere from 10 seconds to 2 minutes. Versus what it was on the PC, where I remember my World of Warcraft install, the first second week came out, was 5 CDs, or 1 DVD, and it took a couple hours to install it, and then I had to go through hours of downloading patches. Now, nowadays, that would be unheard of on a console game at the time. I remember when, Halo 2 got, a patch, a couple months after it came out, and it, took 10 minutes, and just everyone thought it was the most absurd thing in the world. Nowadays, every goddamn console game you buy comes with a pretty late, it makes you install it, and typically comes with a day one update. I remember when Destiny came out, I installed the game, and it's like, here's a 19 gig update. And it's like, are you freaking serious? A 19 gig update? Well, I'm not playing this today. So those lines have started to blur. And one of the last couple of holdouts on consoles was exclusive games that you can only get on consoles due to first party licensing and such. Or just, the owners of the consoles be saying hey, we'll pay you blank amount of money to make this exclusive to our console and help with the development. And it also had you didn't have to upgrade hardware. It's like you bought a PlayStation 3, you bought a PlayStation 2, you bought an Xbox, you bought an Xbox 360, and outside of maybe upgrading the hard drive, if that thing didn't break, you were good until the next generation of consoles. But now with PlayStation 4.5 or 4K or whatever the hell it's called, and then the Xbox 1.5 or whatever they're going to call it, if that rumor is true, then you know both those advantages starting to go away because you look at the PC, it's like there are tons of indie games that come out on PC first and do better on PC first. Stardew Valley just came out. It's one of the best games of the year. It is most certainly not on a console right now that I know of. And then as for you look at XCOM 2, and on the other end of that, what were once console exclusives are coming to PC more often than not. Tomb Raider came over to the PC. Street Fighter's on PC. Firewatch is on PC. A lot of big games are coming to the PC. Even if they're exclusive to one console or the other, they're still on PC. It's just like, oh well, Gears exclusive to the Xbox, but it's also on PC. It's like, oh, uh, Rocket League's exclusive to the PlayStation, but it's also on the PC. Street Fighter is exclusive to the PlayStation, but it's also on PC. So you look at this and you're like, well, if I'm having to get the best experience I can get out of a console, if I'm having to pay $200, $300, $400 every couple of years, I'm not getting the exclusives I used to get. Why wouldn't I just game on PC? Because you get all those advantages, plus you get cheaper games, you get better support for your games, you get mods, um, and the exclusive games that used to come to consoles just really aren't there. Like you look at last year, the top 10 list we did for the site, like what was it like? I'm going off of memory, but it's like, okay, Witcher's obviously on the PC, Metal Gear's on the PC, Bloodborne is not because it was bankrolled by Sony, but Batman totally is, and okay, yes, the PC version was a mess, but it's slowly getting patched and getting better. And for some PCs, it did work. Heroes of the Storm is PC only, so is Undertale. Mario Maker's console only. Monster Hunter Portable, Rocket League's on PC, Halo's console only. So it's a 50-50 split almost. But you also had some PC exclusives on there, and you look to the platform holders, it's like, what were the big like Halo was the only one of the titles on Xbox that was super big last year that is going to stay on Xbox. Same goes for PlayStation, like Bloodborne, totally going to stay there, but same with Until Dawn, but like Disgaea, getting ported to PC. So it's becoming this thing where it's like, well, if I have to deal with these updates, and I have to install these games, and I have to deal with, now hardware revisions, constantly, and then simplicity is a factor, I guess, and then buy-in cost is another one. But though, like, the reason to choose console over PC is getting smaller and smaller, unless you really love those exclusive games, or you're like a lot of our staff where you love a lot of games that just happen to be spread across or locked into one platform or another. Anyway, this has been my soapbox for the week. I'll be back next week talking about something. Please follow us on Facebook, thegameraccess.com, Twitter at thegameraccess, and twitch.tv/thegameraccess, or sorry, twitch.tv/thegameraccess. There is a donate button on the bottom of the page. Please click that and feel free, and please help us fund capture cards, things of that nature. Capture cards, trips down to E3, things of that nature. Anyway, see y'all next week, and have a good week.